What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I'm here today with another review for Abbott Elementary, you guys. This is season 2, episode number 17. The episode is titled Mural Arts, you guys. So before we just jump into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and aren't subscribed yet, do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. Do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning your post notifications on, and sharing the video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss Abbott Elementary, shall we? All right, you guys. So this episode, we see Jacob. So Jacob is in class and he's doing roll call, right? So his students are watching a sock show and they just talk like me, 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 me. Like, I guess that's sock language, but now I know there was one episode in this show where they actually did show a real show, which was the show Bluey. I actually just saw Bluey on my TV guide, so I didn't know that Bluey was a real show, but somebody in the comments did let me know that Bluey was a real show. Is this a real show? I just can't imagine watching a show where you gotta watch subtitles, because they're literally just me, 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 me. Oh, you know what they sound like? Meep. What is Meep from? What is Meep from? I feel like Meep is from, oh my God, is he from Sesame Street? Meep, y'all know he got the mouth and it just opens like this. I believe he's from Sesame Street because he talks like that, but these things were just, it's just socks. So the kids are watching it, the kids are enjoying it, right? Jacob knows nothing about it. I know nothing about it if it's real. If it's real, I don't know nothing about it, right? So Mr. Johnson, however, knows everything about it. And I'm starting to believe that it's real because Mr. Johnson then named some other shows that he's known a lot of stuff about, right? So I feel like this sock show might be real. I hope and pray that it's not. My little nephew ain't saying nothing about it because he watches a lot of stuff, so I don't know if it's real. If it is, let me know, right? So then we see as they are having an assembly, right? So Barbara is like, I hope that this is not another assembly about two-step verification, because if it is, they can hack me. And Melissa was like, they've already hacked you, Barbara. Oh yeah, that's right. It's supposed to be severe weather coming through here tonight. Oh, immediately. Okay. Okay. It's coming through now. The bad weather is coming through now, you guys. So, it looks like I'm in the house for the rest of the night. Melissa told Barbara, oh God, you guys, I done lost my train of thought. Melissa was talking, so Barbara was talking about, she hoped that it wasn't a two-step verification. She said, because if that is, they can hack her. Melissa said they had already hacked her because they sent out porn on her email, right? So Janine comes in and she and Gregory, they are very, very awkward with each other, right? So let's pause here and let's move forward, you guys. So at the assembly, Ava introduces the mural arts. So they're going to be making a mural and it's going to be outside of Jacob's classroom, right? So they'll have to get together to decide what they want the mural to be. So then we see Erica. So Erica came to pick up her nephew, right? And so she sees that Janine and Gregory's classrooms are right beside each other, right? And she said, damn, you teaching next to him and you dating his best friend. So Janine tells Erica that she feels like she's going to break up with Maurice. And Erica said, oh, so you can get with Gregory? She's like, no. So what it is Janine is starting to feel bad about the fact that she kissed, Gregory, and she's dating Maurice, right? So she says, Yeah, she says she's gonna tell him, right, what happened. And Erica's like, girl, don't do that. And I was with Erica, like, girl, don't tell him what you did. Oh shit, I need to go move that car. I guess my neighbor must have came home because I hear doors closing. You guys, I'm so sorry. If this video is all over the place, if you guys didn't see it if you didn't just hear it, me say it out loud, there's a national weather storm. So our sirens are going off because there is a severe weather storm alert. So my train of thought is off right about now, but I'm going to get this done for you guys. So Melissa shows Barbara the petition to turn Abbott into a charter school, right? So they get the phone number. Melissa was going to call him and do an impression. She did that impression that she did. I was like, oh my God, it's horrible. So Barbara called. Barbara changed her voice to Mrs. Doubtfire at one point. Then she went Jamaican, and I was like, Barbara, I think that they know that you're probably not who you say you are, right? So we see Jacob. So Jacob went to tell Janine that his students are with the Mural Arts people, right? And he said, he's not there because he doesn't want to influence their decision. So we find out that his kids have decided what they want to do with the mural, right? So they've decided that they want to do the sock puppets. I was actually with Jacob on this partially. So let's pause here and move forward, you guys. So Jacob asked the guy that's over the mural arts, can he give them one more day, right? To come to something that they all think would be good, right? The guy was like, we have to do it by Friday. So Jacob's whole thing is when it comes down to this mural arts, he wants his kids to be able to come back once they're older and, look at it and have something that they're proud of, right? And I get that. So we see Barbara and Melissa, right? So Barbara and Melissa, they're trying to come up with ideas to stop legendary schools from turning Abbott into a charter school, right? So everything that they tell, because Ava's in there, right? So everything that they're saying to Ava was like, well, how is that so bad? What's wrong with that? So then we see Maurice. So Maurice came up to the school. He wanted to surprise Janine with lunch. And he was talking to Gregory, and it was very awkward between he and Gregory, right? So then, he went to go see Janine. He gave Janine the lunch, right? And she said that she wanted to go out with him and talk. He said, let's go to Bonetown, right? And she looked at him. He said, the wing place. I was like, oh, you got to be a little bit more specific. Like, because I'm used to people saying Pound Town, but Bonetown don't sound no better than Pound Town, right? So they're going to go out and talk, right? So we'll pause here and we'll move forward. So then we see Jacob, right? So he's talking to his students about the mural. And he's telling them, you guys had some other ideas before you came up with this one. So I need you guys to get with one of those ideas and make that one work, right? And I didn't like that because with the kids, they were very happy about the socks, right? And I get where Jacob's coming from. I don't know if they're going, in 10, 20 years, you're going to come back and be like, oh my God, this is what we chose. And that's probably going to happen. But in this particular moment, that is what they want, and that is what they want to see. So don't crush them, right? So then we see Gregory. So Gregory is talking to Janine, and Gregory is telling Janine that, he feels like he's not being a good friend to her or to Maurice. And, she tells him that, things are off between she and Maurice. So they're going to go to Bonetown, and she's going to break up with him. He was like, oh my God, so you're really going to do that? And then he was like, he finally put two and two together because she was like, she want to break up with him with, meat and sauce. And I was like, Janine, that doesn't sound too much better either, but I know what you're talking about. You're talking about wings. And then it was finally when he clicked, he was like, wait a minute, you're talking about the wing place. So he says that he wants to tell Maurice about them kissing, and she was like, well, I can do that. So then they both decide that they'll go together and have the conversation with Maurice, right? So then we see Jacob, right? So Jacob, he completely came through and he changed what the kids wanted, and the kids were not happy. So he was he was watching the show, and Melissa was basically telling him the same thing. Like, yes, it might be a fad, right? But you have to think about shows. He was talking about Ed, and Eddie. She said the show where they walked around with a wooden plank with a face on it. Exactly. Some of the shows that we fell in love with as kids, and if we put it on a mural, who's to say that now we would be like, oh my God, I love that? Or because even Janine was like, hers had a SpongeBob with a do-rag and something else. I was like, oh my God. So let the kids do what they want, right? And so that got Jacob to thinking. So him and Melissa went to go talk to the mural people. And let's pause here and wrap up the episode, you guys. So one of the kids that goes to school and went to school at Abbott and now is at Addington, he got kicked out of Addington because his test scores are not good, right? So his mom came to ask, Ava, could he come back to the school? And Ava was like, yeah. So that is what brought Ava on board with Melissa and, Barbara wanting to do something to keep Addington, legendary schools from turning Abbott charter, right? So then we see Janine and Gregory. So they sat down with Maurice and they told Maurice that they kissed each other, right? Now, Maurice was cool with them, kissing each other. He's like, because, me and you, we can still date each other. But then she was like, yeah, I'm breaking up with you. So he was like, wait a minute. So you came to break up with me with my best friend? Y'all both can go. I was like, so that's the straw that broke the camel's back, the fact that she broke up with you in front of Gregory. Okay. So then lastly, we see Jacob. So he and his students have come to a compromise with the mural. So they still included the sock puppets, but individually he put in there what each one of them want to do once they get older. And I thought that was pretty cool, right? But let me know what you guys thought about this episode of Abbott Elementary down in the comment section below. You guys subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, share the video. And until the next time, you guys stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I will catch you guys later. I gotta go, you guys, because this alarm keeps going off. High winds approaching. Gotta go, you guys. See you guys in the next one. Bye.